Second thing you need to know after you've read through the policy statement and the schedule, and you should have read this in the policy statement, is that you're going to have to post the discussion board. This is an online class, which means you have to be involved online. The discussion board is there to foster a community, also to get you answers to questions that you need answers to. I may not always be available. Maybe you need an answer quicker than I may respond. I will generally respond to emails within 24 hours, except over the weekends. So if you need something quicker than that, post it to the discussion board. If you just want to fulfill your posts, post to the discussion board. You're required to post 6 times a week. So that's a total of 24 over the course of the semester. Now when I say week, let's just say it's calendar week, Sunday to Saturday. So Sunday morning, Saturday evening. But I'm not generally going to be grading you on your punctuality. If you don't turn in a post until Sunday morning, but it's for the previous week, I don't care about that. Okay? You have to post about 6 times a week. I'm going to be looking to see that your posts are spread out over the semester. I may not respond to all posts. Don't think that I'm going to read every one of them. I will read most of them, but not all. So, 6 times a week, it's for you to ask questions and answer people's questions. Your post should be a mixture of new threads as well as replies to people's current threads. You will also be required to post to the discussion board forums for peer reviews, and then anything else that I ask you to. Those are not the 6 required ones. The 6 required ones are in the general discussion board. The others are in their own forums, not a part of the 6 required ones. So you must post 6 times a week to the general discussion board. What should your post be about? It's really whatever you want that applies to this class, this university, or people in this class. So your posts could be about engineering. They could be about engineering ethics. They could be about writing. They could be about technical writing. They could be about what it means to be an engineering student. They could be about things that you're involved in the university, things you have questions about. They could also be things about the class. Your post could be about the class. It could be about the abstract assignment. Or it could be questions or answers to what are appropriate topics for the recommendation report. It could be introductions of yourself and why you want to become an engineer, what you plan to do with it. It really doesn't matter. Make sure you're not just in a vacuum though, you're not just posting for yourself. And it should apply to the class, the university, or the people in the class. There are a few don'ts here. Do not post about politics unless it's in the context of engineering. If you want to post about a political bill that has implications for engineers, feel free. But don't just make it some partisan bloviating. Second, do not be a troll. Just like you can't post about politics, you cannot just attack people. You must treat the people in the discussion board with respect. Respect. Do not be a troll. Also, do not just complain about the class. It's not helpful, it's not useful. I understand you may want to do that. You can do that on your own time, but it's not appropriate for this forum. A sense of humor is okay though. I also won't generally be, as long as you're respectful, I also won't generally be grading your grammar and mechanics. As long as your post is comprehensible, that's okay. Now, what is considered an acceptable post? Your posts must be substantive. There must be substance to it. It must show thought. Do not just say, what's an abstract, as a discussion board post. That's not okay. But if you said, I know there are 2 types of abstract. There's the descriptive abstract, which is more like a table of contents in paragraph form, and then there's the informative abstract, which actually gives all of the details of the report. I don't remember which one we're supposed to do, however. Does anyone remember which form of abstract we need to use for our recommendation report, that's an appropriate and substantive discussion board post. Do not say, I hate the Texans. First of all, it's not really appropriate for the class or the university or engineering. Instead, you could talk about the ethics problems or issues that may be occurring on the team and how that could relate to engineering. Don't just make blanket statements, okay, about your personal likes and dislikes. These are not posts to news sites. Go read some of the comments on news sites. You'll see what I mean. That's not what we're doing here. All right, so make sure you're posting to the discussion board 6 times a week to the general discussion board, but also that you're posting all of the required material to the other discussion boards, like peer reviews. So if you have any questions, make sure you contact me. Ciao.